Hey guys, Gary from DIY Electronics. Today what I got for you, this is going to be really helpful to you guys that are mining with multiple NerdMiners or multiple Spark miners. Okay, Bitsy Miner might be in this mix a little bit at a later date, but right now it's just NerdMiners and Spark miners. And what I'm getting at is if you're mining, you know, a half a dozen to maybe even a dozen NerdMiners or Spark miners, and then all of a sudden you go, man, I really wish I could, I want to change pools, but boy, is that a lot of work where you got to press and hold the boot button, then you got to go on your computer, you got to go to the access point, you got to click on the access point, then you got to go to 192.168.4.1, then you go through, manipulate it all, hit the you know, the start, and it starts mining with just that one miner. What I'm going to show you how to do, and it's always been there for you guys, but it's kind of hard to follow along on how to do it, is all you need is a little micro SD card, okay, and of course a SD card reader. Now this only pertains to the ESP32 3228 OS whatever 28R boards, okay, that has the micro SD card slot in it. And what you can do with this is, say that you got 12 NerdMiners and you want to switch pools. I'm going to show you how to set up a program on the SD card, and on each one of your miners all you have to do is power it down, power it back up. Well, no, I'm sorry, let's start over. You can leave it powered up, but just press and hold the boot button until it goes to the setup menu, and you power it down, you take the SD card, you insert it, you power it back up, and you wait for it to start mining, and it is now mining on your new pool. And you do that for each one of your miners. That way, say that you have 12 miners and you want to switch pools, because you would have to go, you know, take the first miner, you got to press and hold the boot button, wait for the access point to show up on your computer Wi-Fi, click on it, probably put in the password, then go to 192.168.4.1, then manipulate the whole thing, write up everything, and then click save, and now it's mining. You have to do that 12 times. But with this card, all you do is you set up the program on it, okay, and then again, like I said, you take your first miner, press and hold the boot button until it resets, power it down, put the SD card in, power back up, wait for it to start mining, okay, and then take the SD card out. It doesn't need the SD card in it all the time. The only reason you put the SD card in is the microprocessor grabbed that information and hard-coded it onto the ESP32, and now it no longer needs that SD card, okay? Now you can leave that starts to mine, you take your SD card, you go to your next miner, press and hold the boot button, okay? Wait for it to get to the setup screen, power it down, put in the SD card, power back up. As soon as it starts mining, take the SD card out, that miner is done. So much easier if you got multiple you know, NerdMiners or Spark miners, okay? So the first one I'm going to start with is I'm going to start with the NerdMiner, and then we'll move on to the Spark miner, because they are not the same. Their .json files are different, so don't get those mixed up. All right. So again, I'm going to go right on to my desktop. We're going to go out to the internet, and we're going to go to GitHub, to the NerdMiner version 2, and we're going to pick up some software there, and then we'll get this rolling. All right. So without further ado, hey guys, I really didn't want to start yet, but I just want to show you. I got my handy dandy SD card reader, and I put my micro SD card into it, and then we plug that into the computer. Now let's go to NerdMiner on GitHub, and let's get that little snippet that we need to set up the config file. So I got to go to here, and we want to go to BitMaker, And this is, I'm going to bring this all the way up to the top, guys, so you see it. This is NerdMiner version 2, and you want to scroll all the way almost to the bottom, and there's a little snippet down here that you want. You want this snippet right here. So you copy it, open up a notepad, and then paste it onto your notepad. Now, this is the exact thing that you see when, after you say you go to the access point and then you put in 192.168.4.1, you click it and it comes up with the config. This is the exact one that you see. And this is just another way of manipulating that. So what we're going to do is I am going to set up my SSID. Okay. And then we're going to put in the pool that I want, and we're going to be using FXTC. So let's bring this over here, and this is the pool we're going to be using right here, FXTC. And we're going to be mining SHA-256, port 333, and we need the URL. So again, like with the NerdMiner, you drop the stratum plus TCP. Okay, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to copy. And let's go back to the notepad, and we put the pool URL right here and paste. And then remember, the port was 3333, 3333. And now for this pool, on the pool password, you put in what you want to be paid in, and I want to be paid in FXTC. So how you do that is, this is the same as a lot of other pools. You hit C equals and then the coin, FXTC. That's what I want to be paid in. Now we're going to get my wallet address. I've been mining on here before, so let's go. I'll bring that down, and we'll go to wallets. And let's see, GZ, is there any, no, nobody, there's nobody mining on that wallet that I can see right now. So I'm going to copy, and go back here to my wallet, paste. My time zone is -5, and then leave, it's up to you. You can, if you want to have a stats folder on, this is only going to work if you keep the SD card in the device, that this save stats will work. So I would just leave it false, because you can take this SD card and go from the miner to miner to miner to miner to miner to get it all the way down. Now the other thing is this pool is not too keen on naming your miner. Okay, if you're on another pool that wants to name the miner, there's two ways you can do it. It's up to the pool. Okay, it's really up to the pool. At the end of your BTC address, you would put dot and then name your miner, like nerd. Okay, and some pools want you to, in the password field, go nerd and then comma and then what you want to be paid in. Again, this pool does not like its miners to be named, so I'm going to leave that alone. Alright guys, this is all the information we need. Again, my Wi-Fi password, I'm going to do that off camera right now. And well, no, matter of fact, what I'm going to do is we'll save this over to the SD card, and then I'll go in and change this on a pause. Okay, so what we do is you hit X, then you hit save. Now this is my 64 gig SD card right here, and how you want to save it is you back this up and you put config.json, config.json, and then in the document types you say all files. The encoding, make sure it's UTF-8, and then just hit save. That already exists. I'm going to say yes, replace it, because apparently I've already got a config file on that and I just want to replace it, so I'll say replace. Okay, So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a pause and I'm going to put in my password. Hang on, guys. Okay, guys, so here is the saved file, okay, on my G drive, which is the SD card, and now I'm going to eject it. I'm going to right click over here and say eject. I can safely now take that out of the computer. Now I'm going to come back live, and I'm going to take out the SD card, and I want to power up, all right, the NerdMiner, just to show you that it's in its setup phase. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to power it down. I'm going to take the SD card, whoops, let me turn it around this way, SD card, and I'm going to put it into the slot. Okay, SD card is in there. Now I'm going to power it up. Now it's grabbing all the information off the SD card, and it's going to go right out and start mining on, on that FXTC pool. All right, it automatically started. Now the hash rate will ramp up. Okay, it is now mining. So now let's go out onto FXTC pool and let's watch it mine. Bring this down, FXTC pool, and here is my, this is the wallet address. Okay, let's go down here, and there is my miner. It's a NerdMiner. See, remember I put in, this is what I want to be paid in, SHA-256. The hash rate, we just started, so the hash rate didn't come up yet. That takes a couple of minutes. But anyways, guys, that is how you set up a SD card real quick. Let's see, where do I want to go from here? I'm going to pause the video right at this point, and I may continue on with the Spark miner, or I may make that a separate. I may make that a separate tutorial, because that's going to be kind of long too, because that's a whole different setup for it. So yes, I'm going to do a separate setup for Spark miner. Okay, so now say that you wanted to go in and change pools. All right, let's do that real quick. All right, we're going to change this to NerdMiner .de. All right, with a real quick change. So right now I can actually take that card out. All right, and I'm going to leave that mining, okay, on FXTC. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my handy dandy micro card and I'm going to put it back in. Okay, then I'm going to put it into the computer. All right, so let's go out onto the intranet. Bring this down. So now, how do you get to that NerdMiner? NerdMiner miner. I'm just going to say NerdMiner pool, and I think it comes up. Where is that? Public? No, I don't want public. I want that NerdMiner pool. There it is, right here. Alright, so I want to switch to this pool. So I'm going to grab this information right here. Right, copy. The pool password is X. I can actually name the miner. The BTC address, I'll get that. And let's go from there. So I'm going to open up the drive with my micro SD card in it. Okay, so I'm going to go here. Oops, now I can just hit this. There it is there. I'm going to open it. Now what you do is you left click it once and then right click it once and say open with notepad. Alright, open. So of course you guys can probably see my Wi-Fi password, but I will wipe it out because Because I get so many, nobody can do anything with it, but I get so many people saying, hey, your Wi-Fi password is in the open there. Oh, well. Okay, so we're 3333, so we can back this out. We don't need that. All we need is pool.nerdminers.de. Our pool port is 3333. This said the password is X. Okay? Now, we got to get rid of that, and I have to go out and get, I'm just going to grab this guy's BTC address. I'll just mine for him for a couple of minutes, so you don't mind. Alright, this is the owner of the pool. I'm going to paste his name in there, or whatever, yeah, his wallet address, put that in there, and I'm going to name this miner. This pool allows you to name the miner, so I'm going to say dot, I'm going to say Nerdy the cat. Meow. Alright. That's going to be the name of my miner. Nerdy the cat meow. We got all the necessary information in there. All we're going to do is hit the X and save. Alright. So now I'm going to come back. I'm going to take this out of the computer. So now, remember, we're still mining on that other pool. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm pressing and holding the boot button. Alright. I'm going to open that up. Okay. Now, oh, one thing I want to do. Let's go back. I'm going to go back to the internet. I want to go back to the nerdy pool here, and I want to put in his address. Alright, paste. PZQO, was that it? PZQO? Yep, PZQO. And I'm going to say, find my miners. And there's no miners on his address right now. Okay? So I'm going to come here, come back. So, here we are here. I am going to take, I already defaulted it, so I'm going to put the card back in. Whoops, I got to put it in the right way. Alright. Put that in there. Now I'm going to power it up. Now let's wait for it to start mining. Okay, and away it goes. It's mining. Okay, so now let's go out and see if we can find Nerdy the cat. Meow. Go down here, right here, and I'm going to go back to the home page, and I'm going to put his address back in there. Yep, PZQO, my miners. Oh, he's there, Nerdy the cat. Look at him. He has got no hash rate yet. Let's let him ramp up for a minute. I've got 344 right now. Let's give it a second. What? Yeah. Well, you see this here. It was at 356. I don't know how they figured that. I haven't been in here before. That's weird. This graph is screwed up. Alright, let's refresh. Yep. Nothing yet. We'll give it another second, another go around. But that's how easy it is, guys, to change pools. As you can see, all it did was I took the microSD card out. Matter of fact, I'm going to take that card out right now. Alright, I took the card out. Let's refresh again, see if the hash rate is ramping up at all. There we go, 481. Alright, I'm going to come back out. So I took the I took the SD card back out, because you don't need it in there. You just need it one time. And now you take the SD card and you pop it into all of your miners, and away you go. Now, the only problem is say that you're on a pool that you want to name your miners. You do have to go in, put it in here, put it in your computer, go to the file, change the name, take it out, go to the next one, you know, if you want to name all your miners. That's the only drawback of this. But it's really not a drawback. It's once you get a rhythm, I mean, it's going to be crazy. Or you could set up, you know, 5 or 6 of these little cards and just however you want to do it. But anyways, guys, that is the quick and easy way to set up your NerdMiners with a SD card. No more going into the access point and then putting in a password and then going over to 192.168.4.1 and then clicking on config and then writing it, go all the way down through, and hopefully you got it right, you know. Where if you didn't get it right, it's just a quick little couple of click on your computer and you can change everything right on the SD card. All right, guys. Like, subscribe, leave me comments down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Which the next one is going to be, I'm going to show you the exact same thing, but we're going to be doing it with the Spark miner. All right, and then eventually down the road, once I get it set up, hopefully I can do it, and it's going to be Bitsy miner will be the next one. All right. See you on the next one.